Hey guys, get rid Brian. If you've ever had a dash camera and run into the problems that nobody warned you about, today I'm going to be tackling all those frustrations one by one, showing you how I saw them, especially with the dash camera I'm using, the Redtiger F7NA. And a little heads up, Redtiger is running a Prime Day sale from June 22nd to the 26th. I'll have an exclusive link down below. If you grab it during these days, you could actually use my code RTF F7NA 4K and you'll get it for under $119. So it'll be a perfect time to grab. Now, the number one issue that everyone faces when they get a dash camera is overheating. Especially in hot climates, I've seen cheap dash cameras overheat and shut down. I've heard many horror stories where a lot of my friends or even people I know had dash cameras and they actually turned off in the middle of summer, especially when they're trying to record something super important. That thing ultimately shut down and they were never able to record what happened in their accident. But when you genuinely get a quality dash camera like the F7NA, I've left this in the blazing heat, 100-degree weather, and this thing has never missed a beat. I'm in Illinois, so we get the hottest summers and the coldest weathers, pretty much every weather you could think of. This camera has never let me down. It's really the matter of getting a quality dash camera, because a cheap one will leave you stranded, whether it's extreme heat or randomly turning off and not recording what you need to record, especially when you have something like your beautiful car and it gets wrecked. So having a camera with really good heat endurance is a number one priority when you have a dash camera. So I highly recommend something like the one that I have, especially if you have your car parked out on the daily. The second common problem everyone faces is angle. A lot of people just set their dash cameras and forget about it. They never check up on the angle of what you're recording. So when you go ahead and record something or whatever, you may have a huge obstruction. So now whatever was over here, the accident happened over here, it never really recorded it. And a lot of people don't have dash cameras where they actually have a live feed like this one, which I love because not only can I utilize this to check and make sure, oh, I can see everything that's going on, I could also use this that when I'm driving and I have someone in my blind spot, I can genuinely see if they're in my blind spot. Having a dash camera with a live feed is honestly my favorite thing, but if you don't have one, it's always smart to always double check your angle periodically, especially because sometimes it may shift or whatever, and it's very important to be recording everything that you need to record. It's also super important to mount your camera where it's not in your field of vision so you won't cause yourself an accident. And it's always important to actually mount this correctly in the rear so you can actually see everything that's going on in the back. The next common issue everyone faces is lighting. It's super frustrating when you think you recorded footage, but the footage is too dark, so you can't read plates and you can't see what actually happened. A lot of people blindly just get a dash camera without doing research and they realize, hey, I can't see anything, and now you wasted a lot of time, a lot of money, and your car's all smashed up and it didn't record what happened. So it's super important that you do your research and get a quality camera that's actually going to record everything that you need to record, whether it be day or whether it be night. And this type of dash camera really excels here. This has a wide dynamic range that really ensures that you're getting all the footage you need to in the bright sun or the dim street light. This is a beautiful example of how nice and dynamic the colors are on this front dash camera. Look at that. You can see my fellow Type R brother over here. Look at that. And yes, if you're wondering, the footage looks just as nice even in the rain as I'm cruising with the fellow Type R owner right here. Always do your research. Don't buy blindly, guys. The next common problem everyone faces is SD cards. People make the common mistake of using random SD cards, which fail. Dash cameras need a high endurance card built for constant recording. So it's important to always grab yourself a high endurance SD card. And thankfully, the dash camera I'm using supports and recommends these cards, so your footage actually stays safe. A lot of the quality dash cameras have kits for these that come with the dash camera. And these bad boys slide right in. There we go. Something this simple, so many people ignore, so it's really important that you do the right thing for your dash camera setup. The last problem everyone faces is discrete design. So many people get bulky dash cameras that are super noticeable and not discreet whatsoever, which attracts a lot of attention and it looks buggy. You don't want your nice car having a bulky dash camera setup. It kind of sucks, and again, you're just attracting attention that you don't want. You want a dash camera that is both compact and you can really discreetly hide it. Now, I really love this setup because right now I have it set up so I can really utilize it for what I was telling you, like my rear view camera. But you could also set this up so it's a bit more discreet and out of sight, like up here or wherever you may want. And especially with the camera in the rear, you really don't even notice that this thing's here. You actually genuinely forget about it. This rear camera is almost literally invisible, and a lot of people don't even know that it's there. Including me, I really forget a lot of the times that this bad boy is actually here. It's really important to have a discreet setup because I'm getting all of the safety without anyone knowing that I actually have a dash camera. It's really important to do your research when it comes to getting a dash camera. You are protecting your beautiful ride, your expensive ride, and you don't want anything happening to you or anyone else. You want a camera that's really going to back you up regardless of what's going on. Do not skimp out when it comes to dash cameras. A dash camera will make and break you. It'll be the determining factor whether you get your car fixed, whether you get a new car, or whether nothing's going to happen because it was not caught on video and now you have to fight for your car to get fixed. So it kind of sucks. Always have the proper dash cameras and do your research. Listen to the things that I've listed down below and it's going to help you so much. Quality dash cameras do not have to cost a fortune, so I think it's really important that you guys go ahead and grab one of these bad boys. This is genuinely one of my favorite cameras that I've used so far, and honestly, again, the live feed is one of my absolute favorite things to utilize. And there you have it. Those are all the problems that everyone with dash cameras face, but yet all the solutions to fix them. If you guys do want to pick up a quality dash camera like the Redtiger F7NA camera I'm using, I'll be sure to link it down in the video description below. But as always, hope it helps.